does it, she usually gets like a wax or something like that. But anytime her hubby is willing to shave down there, she refuses to say no, right? She's definitely always open for him to go down there and show love to her nether regions. Peace and blessings, you ugly mofos, and welcome to another episode of He Rants. I'm your host, Felix Long Trousers. Man, check this out, man. If this is your first time on He Rants, I want to let you know I'm just a random guy who just likes to talk about random stuff that interests me, and I just feel like I need to inform you guys about it. That sounds sexy or attractive to you, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well as with the post notifications. That way you'll always be one of the first people to hear the voice, and at the same time, leave a like, because I'm so damn insecure, and those likes definitely let me know I'm doing a stand-up job. And you know, most of the time I usually say this: you gotta buy the merch, right? But this time I'm giving a good shout out to Purpose Patch. I know you guys noticed that I have a different attire on, right? I usually just come in here bareheaded, right? So I'm coming out here with Purpose Patch. You're showing your boy some love with this nice hat. You know what I'm saying? Purpose Patch is a black-owned business. It looks like they specialize towards minority groups, right? But I'm pretty sure anybody, even the Caucasian guys, can definitely wear this hat, right? The thing that makes it pretty cool is that it's lined with satin, yes, so that way your hair is always keeping its natural moisture, right? You never have to worry about those cotton hats, all the oil spilling all over the cotton and stuff. And at the same time, it's perfect for guys with dreadlocks, because this hat right here is all some like visor stuff, man, so looking pretty sexy. And the thing that makes it really, really cool at the same time is that you can switch out the patch. So you can switch out. So I have a few patches right here. You know what I'm saying? To switch out the patches just based on your mood and stuff, right? And hey, listen, I'm just gonna give you guys a secret right now. Even though this is a unisex hat, it definitely increases your poon count. We gotta talk about our first story, man. We gotta talk about this guy, Elon Musk. You guys know Elon Musk, right? He's pretty much the modern day. I'm not even gonna say modern day. He is the human embodiment, the actual real life Iron Man, right? I see him as Iron Man for real. Like, this guy, at this point, I'm waiting, I'm counting down the days until he comes up and says he has like the super suit that's able to do everything, right? But the reason why I'm talking about Elon Musk, right, is because this guy, you know, he wants to, you know, he started the whole SpaceX program, right? And he's trying to get into the space to go to Mars, right? They try to bring a few people, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 100 people to go to Mars, right? I don't remember if he wants to go with those people. If he's smart, he wouldn't go with them. He'd probably just stay behind. But knowing that this guy is a super charismatic and adventurous guy himself, right? Like I said, he is Tony Stark, right? I'm pretty sure he would want to also go out there to Mars and check out what all the hubbub is, right? Because his main goal is to go out to Mars and pretty much show that humans can live on other planets, right? This guy at this point now, I think he's making so much money with Tesla and such, right, that he doesn't know what to do, right? He's just like, I have so much money, let's go to Mars, right? I think they're expected to go out to Mars within the year 2026, if I'm not mistaken, right? But I think NASA said they're willing to start sending people to Mars within the year 2033 or something like that. So if you really think about it, that's really, really soon. That's really, really soon. But the reason why I'm talking about this whole situation, because he said something that I felt like a lot of people should consider, right, when they're thinking about being selected to go to Mars, is a lot of people are gonna die. So he pretty much came out and said, listen, man, this is going to be some amazing stuff. This is some futuristic stuff that's going to happen here, man. We're going to go to Mars. We might even see Martians. Who knows? It's going to be sexy, the red planet and everything like that. We're going to be able to grow stuff like algae and stuff. Just live and frolic on a different planet, right? While everybody, the rest of your family is on Earth, really living a real good life, right? Let's be honest. If you're going to Mars, what are you going to really have there? You're going to have to start building infrastructure and all that stuff. It doesn't sound like a good time, honestly. You just have that thing just to say that, yeah, we're on Mars, right? And if I'm not mistaken too, I don't think there's a return ship either. It's like, if you go there, there's no coming back, right? So he pretty much came out and said, listen, when we go out there, people might die. People might die in the beginning. He said the beginning, but to me, I feel like not the beginning there. I think anybody who's decided to go with this guy, they're all dead. All right, they're all gonna be dead. Like, first of all, I don't think the ship is gonna make it. If it does make it, right, which, you know, it probably is. You know, they were able to send a few drones over there to Mars and stuff. If it does make it, right, by the time they land there, I don't think they're gonna have their ducks in a row. I don't think they're gonna have everything ready, right? And people might say, oh, Felix, you're being a pessimist. Hey, listen, maybe I am. I'm being a realist, right? This guy is hopped up off money, right? Listen, once you have a certain level of money, right, you feel like you're unstoppable. You feel like you can do anything. At this point, you think that you would see God and slap him in the face like, do you understand how much money I have? God, if that's what they call you, God, do you see the money I have? I think after a while it gets to the point that you just start thinking that you're doing outrageous, crazy stuff, right? Listen, I believe that modern science will get to the point that we will be able to go to other planets and live. Definitely. I definitely believe that, right? But I feel like right now it's a little bit too soon. I think we need a little bit more time. NASA's saying the year 2033. That, to me, that still seems soon, but I'm willing to go with that. Those are the space guys. Those are the super space guys. This guy makes Teslas, all right? Elon Musk, he makes Teslas, right? I mean, that's his main thing. And let's be honest, look how Tesla's been doing. They've been doing good with stocks and everything, but Tesla's been having some problems lately, if you guys haven't been paying attention. So Tesla, I'm not sure if this ship is gonna be like Tesla. I'm not sure if I want to ride that ship. But there's a lot of people who believe in the guy Elon Musk. Look at Dogecoin. Dogecoin is doing pretty good because of Elon Musk and stuff. So I don't know, man. Listen, what people are not thinking about, what if there are Martians, right? What if there's Martians and they just did not want you to get on that planet, right? And now that you go there and you're on a Martian's turf, what will happen then? I'll tell you what's gonna happen. Anal probing. And this time, now they have over 100 people, or probably less, because by the time people reach there, it's probably going to be 50 people, because I believe half of the people are going to die en route. But once they get there, now it's going to be anal probing. And my goodness, can you imagine all the people there just ripe for the anal probing, just probing the anal, probe, just probing everywhere, just probing anals. And there's nowhere you can run. They can come back, probe you some more, the next day probe you. It's going to be like a prison. It's a prison. Maybe that's what prisons are. Prisons are a way to examine how aliens probe other people's anuses, right? Especially male prisons. A lot of males' anuses are getting probed by other inmates by use of their penises. So now I'm thinking about that. That makes a lot of sense. But listen, man, if you guys want to take a chance, you guys want to be one of those people that go with this guy Elon Musk to Mars, God help your soul. We gotta talk about this guy 6ix9ine. You guys know 6ix9ine, aka Snitch 9. Everybody calling this guy a rat and all that stuff. And he's been doing a lot of stuff in order to keep his name relevant. And he's been doing a decent job. I have to give him that, man. He's been out there doing a decent job keeping his name relevant, regardless of a lot of people hate him and a lot of people want to murder him, right? Crazy thing about him, like I told you guys many times before, I feel like he wants to kill himself. I feel like he doesn't want to kill himself. He wants to be killed by somebody else, right? Just so his name can go back go into the books as one of those rappers that were murdered, right? But I'm not sure if he's gonna be in that list right now, because a lot of people don't really like him that much. So now I'm thinking about it. I don't know what his purpose is right now. But listen, man, the reason why I'm talking about this guy is because he recently just made an appearance, a real appearance, right? His first show, right? Just after snitching on the whole group, man, the Bloods and everything, and finding a way to stop being in jail for 47 years. 47 years. When you really think about it, that's a long time. 47 years, man. I don't know, man. A lot of people saying they wouldn't snitch, but 47. So he went out to Orlando, right? And he was doing his thing, just flaunting around, and it was a big showing, right? A lot of people was there. A lot of people were so happy to see this guy 6ix9ine. And 6ix9ine was pretty much gloating and saying, like, listen, man, at the end of the day, no one can touch me. I'm untouchable. I can go anywhere I want to. It doesn't matter, right? But at the same time, right, people have to understand that 6ix9ine is packed full of security, right? A lot of big security guards that I feel like are underpaid. If you ask me, I believe that they are definitely underpaid. I don't know how much they're getting paid, but I know they are underpaid just off the strength that this guy is finding ways to be attracted by bullets. At this point, he's some type of magnet to bullets, right? He wants to be a magnet to bullets, rather, right? And I'm not sure, man. It seems like so far, maybe the securities have done a good enough job. No bullets have went through his area, right? That's gone to his face at all. But really, all it takes is a machine gun, somebody hopping out of a vehicle and just spraying the whole crowd. I'm pretty sure this guy 6ix9ine would definitely die, right? Maybe I'm foreshadowing, but if that does happen, remember that you heard that here first. Not that I would want you guys to kill 6ix9ine, because that would be terrible. That'd be terrible. I don't wish death upon anybody except females' pussies, right? Because anytime I go and try to have sex with a young lady, I always make sure that their pussy ends up deceased, and it usually never does. But this guy 6ix9ine, right? He was on the show and everything, and then he decided to jump into a stage dive, right? He was doing his rock star stuff, rock star lifestyle and everything, right? He had his chain and everything, had all his chains. I think he had about $2 million worth of jewelry on, right? So this guy was really walking around with houses, right? Not a house, houses around his neck and his body and everything, right? But once he jumped into the crowd, right? It really didn't go as planned, right? Now, first thing first, they knocked off his hat and exposing his hair, right? Hair looking very, fruity as usual, right? But that comes to nobody's surprise at all. That's not the biggest deal. But what happened from there was somebody decided to grab his chain, right? Now, only did they grab his chain, the chain was actually came off and fell to the floor, right? At that point, if I was there, first of all, I would definitely would have been one of those people to grab the chains. I would have ripped it off and bolted to the door. I don't care who was in front of me. I would have knocked over children if they were at the concert, females are there at the concert. I'm running out because I felt like I just made the biggest come up of my life. I'm not gonna be one of those guys, the rappers that show up on, the Instagram live and stuff, be like, oh look, I got his chain. Blah blah blah. No. I'm finding a black market somewhere so I can melt it, take the diamonds out, sell the diamonds to somewhere like Blue Nile or something, or maybe I can go to Jared's. Oh yeah, maybe Jared's or something like that, or K Jewelers. I'm doing that because I'm trying to get sponsorships. I don't know why a jewelry company would want to sponsor me, but I feel like I can just say that. Because, you're speaking into existence. You know what I'm saying? You're speaking into existence. But yeah, once the chain fell on the floor and everything, right? Security wasted no time. They bolted there. But, security haven't met me. I would have hit the Usain Bolt on the ass ASAP, right? So they definitely came and they grabbed the chain and everything. And at the end of the concert, well, pretty much they had to end the whole thing right there, just off the strength of the chain. Like I said, this guy's walking around with houses over his body, right? Any article of jewelry drops on the floor, you might have to end the show. And that's exactly what happened. They ended the show, and then he got on Instagram to tell everybody, like, listen, man, I had this show and I got all my jewelry. I got all my jewelry back, right? But here's the thing, though. I need to see that he actually has all his jewelry, right? I need him to come on live and show all of his jewelry, every single last. And we gotta match the pictures. We gotta match the pictures perfectly. Like, is this the exact chain? And we gotta look at every single diamond, because if he dropped any diamond came out of his necklaces, right, his chains or his rings, anything like that, that means you got finessed. I don't care. I want any reason to come at this guy 6ix9ine. I really don't care at the end of the day. I stay away from the gangster lifestyle, right? I never snitch just off the strength of I don't need a snitch, right? I don't do bad things. Oh, hey Felix, you want to go over there and shoot up the car, the ops? No, I'd rather go and get some frozen yogurt, I'd rather get some frozen yogurt because I feel like frozen yogurt is really, really good. It's not as bad as frozen ice cream, which is stupid. I just said frozen ice cream. But, frozen yogurt is really, really good. So I'll probably have some frozen yogurt, put some Reese's crumbles over it, some, Oreo crumbles too, maybe a little bit of caramel, hot fudge stuff, some cookies and cream ice cream. I think I'd rather do that. We gotta talk about this guy Tyrese, man. You guys know Tyrese, man. He's one of the main actors on the freaking Fast and the Furious. God damn, how many Fast and the Furious movies are there? I swear there's like 8,000 movies, bro. But at the end of the day, if people are gonna keep watching them, they're gonna keep making them, right? I lost interest once I saw that these guys refuse to die, right? These guys refuse to die, man. I saw one Fast and Furious movie. They were fighting, I don't know if in Antarctica or wherever, Alaska or something like that. This guy deflected bullets with a car door and everything, and then he was able to shoot guys on a freaking snow sled mobile or whatever it was. It was just like, come on, like why are you still alive, bro? At this point, it's getting unrealistic at this point, man. But the reason why I'm talking about this guy, man, because this guy Tyrese, he has a nice attractive girl, right? I think her name was Zelly Timothy or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. If I got the name wrong, I really don't care. At the end of the day, all I care about is that body of hers looks very, very nice. And Tyrese, he's hitting that on a daily basis, so I definitely respect him for that. But the reason that I feel like, because even though I respect him for that, I have to lose a little bit of respect for him. Why, you ask? Is because what he's doing, he's shaving his girl's pubes. Actually, let me not say that. Let me not say I lose respect for him for that, right? Because listen, I'm willing to shave my girl's pubes. Maybe not shave her pubes, maybe nair her pubes, right? So listen, one of my favorite artists is Picasso and everything, right? I'm just rambling today. One of my favorite artists is Picasso, so I'm pretty sure when it comes down to my girl needing to shave, I am willing to take a paintbrush, dip it in some nair, and definitely, put the joint all over in the pubic area, right? But the thing that makes it interesting when I do this, right? I'm making it into some type of art, right? I refuse to take all the hair off, right? I'm taking hairs off in select locations because I'm trying to make this type of abstract art when I do it, right? So once it's done, to you, it may look patchy, but to me, it looks like a masterpiece, right? Because I'm just drawing perfect motion. Like sometimes, like I told you before, if I'm feeling lazy, right, I might give her the Hitler, just a little strip right there, or I might give her the all-seeing eye, right? The all-seeing eye is when everything is shaved, but on the top, you see a triangle. It's a triangle, but you draw an eye right there, right, with the hair and everything, right? So that also give him the Chinaman, right? The Chinaman is the one with the special, some of those long Chinese hats, right? So it's gonna be like this. You see the vagina is right here, right? The long line of vagina. Everything else is shaved. Once again, almost looks like the all-seeing eye, but it looks somewhat like a oval that's cut in half, but it's laying down flat, if that makes sense. So kind of like the Chinese hat. So it looks like the vagina is wearing a hair hat. You know what I'm saying? You got to be creative with this type of stuff, man. So I definitely enjoy it. I love it, right? But this guy decided to go on IG Live and shave his girl's pubes and everything, right? This is something. So I have a lot of questions that I want to ask this guy Tyrese. First question is, how long did she go without shaving, right? Was this okay, I went a few days, just a little bit of pricks have come out already. Now can you shave me? You know what I'm saying? Did you offer to shave, right? And then who's the person who decided let's put it on IG Live, right? Tyrese at this point, I don't know if he's going through some type of midlife crisis or something like that, or maybe it's just like I spoke about with Elon Musk, that he has so much damn money. He's making so much damn money with freaking Fast and the Furious and BET, because BET, for some strange reason, they show Baby Boy on BET every other day. For some reason, I have no idea why. You would think that Baby Boy was won 10,000 Oscars and they just want to show it love, or maybe Baby Boy is just such maybe they just have the rights to Baby Boy. Maybe Baby Boy was made in BET Studios or something like that. They show that freaking movie So I'm thinking maybe he just has so much money he doesn't know what to do for, or maybe he's doing this for clout. Maybe there's another Fast and the Furious movie coming out, which I think there is. So he might be doing this to build some momentum, right? People are like, oh, what's Tyrese been doing, right? Is Tyrese hurting for work and stuff? And then boom, you see that Fast and Furious is coming. Or maybe it's like he shaves it, right? It's like, shoo, shoo. I always try to raise her fast, right? Make sure I don't miss a single spot. Fast 10. That seemed like a weird trailer if it was like that, but I don't know. At that point though, I think I would want to see that movie, right? I'm like, oh my god, they're shaving the coochie area, right? The next question I want to ask though is, right, when he shaves the pubes, is it just only the pubes, right? Let me explain. When you have hair, right, it doesn't just grow in the pube area. It starts growing a little bit further down, right, closer to the butt area. Does he shave that too? And if she has a hairy butt, right, or the hairy anus hair area, right, does he shave that as well? Is that also shaved? Is that a part of the group, right? And if he does shave it, how does he shave it? Because I feel like that would be a sensitive area, right? I feel like at that point you really have to maneuver, right? I respect him off the strength that he's able to show that on Instagram Live, even though he's a clown for also doing that, right? Allowing everybody to know that he's out here shaving his girl's pubes. His girl then came out and said, listen, her area is good, right? She usually does it. She usually gets like a wax or something like that. But anytime her hubby is willing to shave down there, she refuses to say no, right? She's definitely always open for him to go down there and show love to her nether regions by shaving, right? Hey, listen, I don't know if this is a simple movement some type of simp thing that he's doing right now, right? Because at the end of the day, he has him as his wife and everything, or girl rather. I don't know if it's his wife or girl, whatever. And she's very attractive, right? Would I definitely lick the cooch? Possibly. I'd possibly lick the. But yeah, at this point, man, I think people need to go out and talk to Tyrese, ask him like, dude, what are you on at this point, right? What are you doing? God damn, dog. The thing I want to know is though, is it then gay though if your girl was to shave your own pubes, or better yet, shave your ass? That's what I want to know. Would she be willing to do the same thing? Because if this is true love, if she wants to show that she really loves this man, she appreciates that he did this for her, she should definitely also get on live and shave his area, right? Definitely shave his area, shave his buttocks and everything. Show like, listen, we show love to each other. What he does, I do, and everything, right? And I think at that point, then I would have a whole nother level of respect for Tyrese, not her. I won't have respect for her. I'll have respect for Tyrese, because at that point I'm like, oh, Tyrese, okay, you do it, but you also receive it at the same time, right? But then I'll also ask him other questions. Then, do you eat ass? And if he says yes, that he eats ass, then I'm gonna really look at him with the side eye, because then at that point that means that he also gets his ass eaten, and then he falls under the line with those like Charlemagne the God and Cameron, who are guys who like to get their ass eaten. Which then again, I don't know if there's anything wrong. Hold on, baby. I don't know if there's anything wrong. But I think that's my cue right there to end the show, man. Dang. Hold on 1 second. That's my cue to end the joint. See, that's a perfect example why sometimes pulling out will be good. Suck. Now I love my daughter at the end of the day, right? But that's all I gotta say, man. If you stayed this long, I appreciate you. I love you, man. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. And hit the post notifications. That way you always be one of the first to hear the voice. Same time, leave a like, because I'm so damn insecure, and those likes definitely let me know I'm doing a stand-up job. Same time, you gotta buy the merch. Mofo. Men offering females orgasms. And show love to Patch. Hey, I love you too.